It's Andrew at Gongs Unlimited, and I'm here with some people going to be getting a sound healing today, and some people helping with the sound healing. Thanks for showing up. What we're looking here to do today is to provide a little information for those of you who may be doing sound therapy out there and want to have create an even safer space or a more effective space for the people in your classes or your healing sessions to get even a greater healing. A lot of times when people are coming into a place, they're either a little bit nervous about what it is and maybe they're not ready for healing, or separately, maybe there's some heavy pain or trauma or just energy they want to release, but they're not necessarily feeling like it's safe to do. I always like those conversations you hear afterwards where 2 days later they go, oh, and then I had this really amazing healing moment, 2 days later from this or that. And they could have even released more, had a better time at your event. Or even if someone said, oh, I didn't like it, I felt crappy afterwards. Well, why did they feel crappy? Maybe they didn't have a chance to release their energy. So the first thing I like to do is make sure that I'm grounded. The person doing the healing and the people playing the gongs, it'd be a great thing for all of you to kind of pay attention. And by being grounded, I mean, imagine just real simply, not with effort or I'm going to do it, I'm going to ground, just a connection from the base of your spine to the center of the planet. So Aaron, Jared, and Cabe, just imagine there's an energy thing that you can dump out so that if any stress or nervousness you have, just goes down that grounding cord. Let it be about as wide as your hips, maybe a little wider, front and back like a tube. Some people like to imagine it as a tree trunk or a water slide, or I knew someone who made it like a barrel of monkeys. All the monkeys were doing whatever for you signifies releasing of energy. And let yourself be in your body. Great. And you guys can even imagine that to in your mind's eye. Your gong, your mallets can be grounded. Great. Your room's starting to calm down a little. Now the people on the floor, don't do that. I don't want you to do that. You're pretending to be someone who's just come in for healing. You've had a rough day in Los Angeles working as a cashier at Erewhon, the world's most expensive grocery store, or you were just on the subway in New York, chasing down purse snatchers, whatever you were doing. But now you're here because I had to get to sound therapy. I've had a rough day. My boss is forcing me to make videos where I lie on the floor, whatever it is. Now, whatever else you do to prepare for a sound therapy event, if you're a sound therapist, is great. I'm not here to get into all your little fuss busses. We all have our rituals, our things. But I want you just to now take a look at, imagine your group out there, and what are they generally working on? So you're going to start out, I'm going to say, okay, guys on the floors, just listen to the gongs and just let that sort of relax you a little. Just let the wave of sound, and we'll let the sound be kind of hooked up to a nice energy. I'm going to hook it up to a nice healing energy of Christ Force energy. Christ Force energy is the energy that Jesus used to do healings. It wasn't him, it was this very powerful energy, and it helps release pain. And one of the reasons I'm hooking up the sound energy to the Christ Force energy is because I want to get some stuff coming out of these people on the floor. To get some pain or something out of them. It's like they're dirty sponges. I want to wring out that pain. I'm sure they're excited about that. So the Christ Force energy is hooking up to the sound. And guys, you just play and I'll shut up for a little. That's great. Now, I've purposely asked the people on the floor not to try to match the grounding yet because they've just come in. And what I'm going to do now is say, just check, or guys, you can just raise your hand or acknowledge. Are you feeling some energy getting stirred up in your spaces? I see Ian saying yes. Sarah? Yeah. And yeah, things starting to stir up. Now, if you were in a sound healing, you're doing the work, and you might notice your people being a little uncomfortable or making faces or saying, I gotta stretch more, because the sound is a beautiful thing with the energy combined to it to start to help us release things out of our body. I don't care what the pain is. It's not anything. But then what you want to do is you want to make it safer, don't you? You want to make it a greater experience for yourself and for the healees. So I'm not going to ask them to do it. I'm going to do it myself, because you may want to walk them through that. And why do we do that? Because you know what? We'll walk them through that. So guys on the floor, Ian, Gabby, Sarah, I want you to imagine your whole body, especially your first chakra, with a line of energy connected to the center of the planet. And just imagine it really easy. And I want that to go out to the sides of your aura. Maybe imagine your aura is only about 2 feet on either side and front and back. And let the grounding cord hook up to the aura. And let it hook up to your chakras and your body. And in this case, I want you to imagine, even if you don't have to imagine it like perfect, but it's just postulate that every cell of your body is hooked up to that grounding cord. And this grounding cord is perfect for releasing all the energy you need to release. You don't have to figure out all the calculations for that. Just postulate it as your mind. You're the spirit creating this, so you can create it. And guys are playing the gongs. You want to double check your grounding, or maybe make a new one. And just start to let some of this energy that's building up just go down the grounding cord. Now, you don't push it. So that's why sometimes I say, imagine it's like a waterfall, or you've greased up the thing, or it's just you're letting gravity. And as I always tell everyone, the center of the planet can handle it. The earth can handle us releasing a little bit of energy that's not ours. You're not polluting it with plastic. You're not destroying that. You're just releasing energy. And she as a spirit is a very big spirit. She's so big. Look at what she's handling with us right now. She's so big she can handle a few little drops of stress and pain. And guys, just play the gongs now. We're going to let that energy now from the sound. And guys on the floor, you can just let that sound just go through, and that sound is like almost like a beautiful warm waterfall that's just letting you go through and release energy that's in your aura, in your cells, in your chakras. Even if you have a thought, let's say you have a thought, oh man, this horrible thought I just can't get rid of, or I'm judging. Just let the sound energy go down that grounding cord too. Something doesn't feel safe to release, you can just say, please, grounding cord, take it. If you're noticing some pain, say hello to the pain. Don't fight it, don't run away, just say hello to it and say, hello, you can go down my grounding cord. Let that grounding cord hook up to your feet, your hands, your legs, your arms. The sound is helping wash it out. Now guys, you noticing a little difference? You feeling like lighter, Ian or Gabby, or yeah? See, You're not doing the work that, as a healer, there's propensity, there's the desire, like, I'm going to heal these people. I'm going to do it because I'm a healer. I'm a sound healer. I even have a website that says I'm a sound healer now. But you really don't want to use your energy. Your energy in their space is no good. And you're sort of not acknowledging how capable these people are as souls, that they are capable spirits. We're just providing a safe space for them to do it. We're providing a little bit of gentle energy and gentle spiritual sound and that stuff to do it. Now, guys, I want you, one last thing, while you have this grounding cord here set, I want you to notice if somewhere you have someone else's problem that you've been trying to fix, or that they gave to you, someone else's problem that you've been walking around that's been lowering your energy. Maybe it was a relative. Maybe it was someone you just saw that you know, that you were like, oh man, they need some help. I'll take that problem in. And just say hello to that and go, hey, why am I taking your problem on? It's your problem. I can't really fix it. You created this problem. You want to learn from it. And so I want you just to let that problem, whatever color, whatever feeling, if you see the person's face, great. It's no judgment. You took on their problem. No judgment on you either. But you're not helping it. You're just holding it. So let it go. Oh, man, it just got so much lighter around here. You guys were holding on to some problems. And now, remember, anyone out there, when people release energy, if you don't fill yourself back up with your good energy, muck is going to fill back up. So while the gongs start to play, I want you to start to imagine like a beautiful orb of energy, or gold energy, or even the energy that's like the shape of your body, but it's a brilliant, your energy and healing energy, whatever you need. Like if you've been going, God, I really need a better relationship. I really need more happiness. I really need an answer to a question. I really need gazillion more dollars, whatever it is. You're not going to walk out and be a millionaire when you walk out the door here, but whatever you need, just start imagining that start to fill up all these spaces you released. Maybe it's just better communication. It doesn't have to be something specific. Maybe it's more friends. I'm just picking things out of the air here. Just start to fill up. Just imagine almost like a beautiful waterfall just filling you up with that stuff now. But it's energy. It's really energy. You heal the spirit, and then you heal the mind and the body. That's how it goes now. We're healing, bringing it in from the spiritual, higher vibrations into the mental bodies, into the physical body. So you might think, oh, they're just imagining, they're making pictures in their head and it's whatever. No, you notice the difference as you become more aware, and it starts to change things. Does it mean like, what was that book, The Secret? Oh, I'm just envisioning this and that. Nah, there's many other levels to it, let's be clear. But in terms of just releasing energy and filling back up, it changes it. Well, that's great. I think we're going to just let them play out a little bit, and then maybe we'll do a little separate thing where we ask the folks what they experienced. Okay? Thank you. I hope this is helpful to you in some way out there. However you integrate it into your practice, or maybe you don't, you just think it's funny. And if you're just watching it just to watch it, you can get a healing by doing what they're doing and listening to the sound. Thanks. Hey, we're back after that healing with Sarah, Gabby, and Ian, and of course the three gong players, who are going to be quiet now. I just want to find out, just because it'd be helpful for you if you want to know what it was like for the people there with the grounding cord. Ian, what did you notice or experience or on all the levels of it?
Once you kind of had that thought going about finding grounding, I noticed my connection or the depth to which I relaxed got more intense, and I was further kind of grounded.
Yeah.
So I'm learning to follow those cues better when you're giving those, and it's helping.
Yeah, it takes a little time. It's not something that just happens overnight.
Hmm. Hmm.
Did you notice, did you feel like it was, did you feel energy releasing or did you notice things?
Yes, yes, to the point where I even started to fall asleep a little
Right.
bit. So I definitely always feel a nice release of energy and a nice calming and grounding
Right.
feeling.
And everyone who's out there who does sound healings know a lot of times the people will fall asleep because, and why is it? It's because it's not just relaxation. There's so much energy getting released too.
Because I'm not unaware of what you're saying through the whole guided
Yeah.
part. I then become aware of when I lose myself and fall asleep for a minute. I'm like, oh no, get back in there. So yeah, yeah.
And how do you feel post that? Post the
Really
whole,
good.
yeah,
Really good.
yeah, great.
Nice and relaxed.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
thank you.
Let's check out Gabby. Gabby's in the center here.
Hi, hi.
Gabby, what did you experience? Uh,
Well, I realized I have a lot of pent up negative energy on both not only my root chakra, but I felt more on my heart chakra. And a lot of pent up, fiery negative energy that I finally released as much as I could.
Good. And how do you feel after that when you filled yourself up again?
Oh, it feels so much lighter, man. I feel light.
Right.
I like that.
Good. Yeah, because you're not carrying on all that stuff now. And of course, Gabby has some lower back pain, and that was caused. But so next time, if you, as we all know, if you have people that got pain laying down, make sure you get them the right support because that can definitely take your attention away from all the other healing. And then this is Sarah over here.
Hi.
Well, what did you want to share? So, what did you notice of anything?
Yeah, I felt myself get a lot lighter. I liked the idea of connecting my aura to the center of the earth and the grounding through that. And I just kind of pictured myself laying on the ground in nature.
Nice, nice. And do you feel lighter now, or more centered, or what do you notice?
Yeah, I feel centered and grounded and good.
Excellent. Well, there you go. So that's just adding one little technique to your sound healing repertoire, but I think it gives people a little more agency in the healing, and they're not just there to get, but you're also not telling them what to release or anything like that because you don't know what's inside of all of them that they want to release, you know, and that's why I like doing it. So thanks from here at Gongs Unlimited. You take care.